There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that every single one of us has had a narcissist in our lives, whether we know it or not. And that person just can't seem to see past the end of their own nose. And while many of us experience the world around us and find a way to deal with the ups and downs of life that are handed out to us, narcissists, they tend to keep their surroundings very well controlled. And whatever they can't control, they blame others for. This is precisely what makes a narcissist so difficult to work with. And even if you have a good argument and a viable solution, the narcissist will use his or her repertoire of ammo to put you down and make you the person at fault. And it might be easy to think that we could just drop kick that person and move on with life, but sometimes that is far easier said than done, as narcissists are not people that we choose to have in our lives. Sometimes they are just there, and quite frankly, sometimes we are stuck with a narcissist, and therefore we must learn how to deal with them. You have to know how to disarm a narcissist and make them a little bit more tolerable. So here are a few ideas to help you do just that. So I'm going to start with don't fall for the temptation to sink to the narcissist level, as narcissists love a really good fight, and not because they are any good at arguing, but they know exactly what your vulnerabilities are. They know exactly how to push your buttons and you are tempted to verbally protect yourself and react. And the narcissist, they need you to fight back, because when you fight back, that means that you are the one who lost control. You are the bad guy. And when they throw that first verbal judo chop, it's on you. And don't react to the emotions in the room. And if you are not familiar with emotional intelligence, this is something that I highly, highly recommend that you dig into. That will be your first defense in disarming your narcissist. It is important that you maintain control of your emotions, as the narcissist will not. Never, ever do not feed that ego. Surely you have been to the zoo, and we've all seen the signs that say not to feed the wild animals. Well, narcissists, they are much like those encaged wild animals. They seem fine behind a fence, and that gives you this false sense of security. But don't be fooled, because you don't feed the zoo animals, because the zoo animals can be quite unpredictable, just as the narcissist and his or her wild side and their ego. And remember that narcissists, they have a very impressive sense of self, and when you throw numerous verbal praises at that ego, you empower that unstable, weak part of their mind. And as you feed the ego, he or she doesn't hear praise. They hear how much better they are than you. And if you don't feed the bear, he or she will not have the energy to attack your confidence. Do not take responsibility for the narcissist's emotions. If the narcissist is pissed off, let them be pissed. They will try to make themselves out to be the martyr, and it might be a hell of a lot easier to accept that blame because it encourages them to stop, but it tears at the victim from the inside out. And before you know it, you are offering to take blame for their emotions by doing every single thing that they want. Let them get happy in the same pants that they got mad in. They will always get over it, sometimes in the blink of an eye, and sometimes it may take a lifetime, as narcissists are very notorious for holding grudges for a long time. Try not to use ultimatums. No relationship should ever, ever include an ultimatum. It is a form of control, to be quite frank, which is why he or she, the narcissist, will try to use them over and over again. And if you don't see something that he or she is doing, or you feel the need to use this to gain control, you may have become a little bit toxic yourself. And remember that your actions and words provide the narcissist immediate permission to do the same to you, if not worse, even if that coin does not flip both ways. Do not give the narcissist negative attention. And I know this is very difficult. And like emotional teenagers or toddlers, narcissists, they enjoy attention. They enjoy positive and negative attention. And positive attention is great, but negative attention, it is crucial for their ability to hold you accountable for their actions. It is the unhealthy part of their thinking. And once you give them that negative attention, they will hold it over your head forever. They need you to give them the negative attention as a means of lashing out and targeting you. And if you are the closest person to a narcissist, you are the consistent, most reliable target for receiving negative attention or giving negative attention as well. And it is the reason that the narcissist will work to make sure that you stick around in one way or another, whether you're in a formal relationship or not. After all, who would put up with such nonsense? Narcissists take absolutely zero accountability for their emotions, and yet they expect you to be held accountable for yours and for theirs. Your narcissist has worked hard to know exactly what makes you tick, and then how to push your buttons and how to make you stay. The best way to deal with the narcissist is to be in complete control of your emotions, which is far easier said than done, but it absolutely can be done. And give your emotional intelligence a quick look over and figure out how to use that to control yourself, as the most important trick to disarming the narcissist is controlling your emotions.